News with Gina.
The News with Gina Grad.
I got a pile of Shelby American jackets to sign in
You
front
work when
of me.
you work.
So I'm just going to be silently signing these as I'm listening.
Well, a little more Harvey news because it ain't going away anytime soon. Harvey's going away, but the news is not going away anytime soon.
Do everything as Nancy Grace now.
Shit. Really?
Well,
Okay.
just do the Harvey
right.
story.
Harvey Weinstein is in police custody, but Rose McGowan still fears him. The actress who was...
I do love that. I love it when people are locked up and people have heart conditions, bad backs, and are in a cage and in a different state.
Yeah.
And I still fear.
Yeah.
I still when I go to bed at night, I'll check the sliding door. It's like, okay, that's on you then. That's on you. That'll be on you. I'm sorry for what you've been through, but if you hear a branch hit the window in the wind and you think Harvey is tunneled out of Rikers, he's coming for you with his walker.
He comes out with it's raining, his arms are in the air.
Yeah, that'll be on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Nancy Grace.
Oh, no problem, Adam. The actress who was one of his first accusers to come forward tells Good Morning Britain that the other night she worried Weinstein would hire a hitman to kill her if he got convicted. I didn't want to shit on your point.
Yeah.
McGowan reportedly says the former producer is, quote, potentially one of the biggest serial rapists in history. He has a full machine of enablers. He claims that he very much came after me, he and his giant machine of other monsters that he paid to do dastardly things.
Hey, Nancy.
Yes.
I'm thinking about having my daughter for spring break just go alone or with a couple of her young friends to Mexico this year.
Are you out of your pea-picking mind, Adam? Do you want her to be abducted in the night and sold into white slavery?
Oh, just going to Senior Frogs over there.
That's how it starts. Everybody says they're just going to Senior Frogs. And guess what? Now they're being sold on the open market and you're never going to see her again.
Well, they just go to Margaritas Village maybe over there in Tijuana.
That's what she's telling you, Adam. You don't know what those young girls at that age are getting up to.
Oh, okay, well then maybe Daytona Beach or something.
Daytona Beach, that's worse than Mexico. It starts with one wet T-shirt contest, and you're never going to see her again.
Okay, well, maybe we'll keep it local. She'll go to Palm Springs for spring break,
Palm Springs is a sleeping giant, Adam.
Oh, okay.
Everybody thinks it's okay to go to Palm Springs, but when you get past the Inland Empire, you're never going to see your daughter again.
All right, Nancy, maybe you're right. Maybe she'll just stay in her room for the entire spring break.
But how secure is that room,
damn.
Adam? People break in, people steal your children in the night. You'll never see her again.
Okay, what if I lock her in the car and put her in the garage and just put a hasp on the door so she can't get out of the car?
Have you never heard of a carjacking in your life, Adam?
Okay, what if I put her in a hermetically sealed lucite box and pumped oxygen into it, and we kept her, and I made an underground bunker for her to live, and I just put enough jerky and
Adam,
pineapple.
you're in construction. You know that there's pallet jack movers that can lift boxes. We still haven't found Natalie Holloway.
Okay, so you're saying she's not safe in Mexico.
No!
She's not safe in Florida.
No.
Not safe in Palm Desert.
Absolutely not.
Not safe in her own room.
Never.
Not safe in the car. Should I just put a flagpole up in front of my house and have her just sit on top of it?
A stiff wind comes by, Adam, and you're never going to see that girl again.
All right. Well, I was thinking of having her walk to school. She's old enough now.
Adam, if she walks to school, you might as well just get a megaphone and shout out your door, here's my daughter for the taking.
Well, her friends come over for a sleepover, so I feel like there's a group of them, on a Saturday.
Just more girls to kidnap, Adam. I don't know why you can't see this.
Wow, geez, I'm getting depressed. Okay, but can't the girls on a sleepover just walk over to the frozen yogurt place?
That's where they think they're going to walk. They're going to walk right into the hands of Satan.
Man, you paint a really bleak picture. How about my son? Now he's safe, right? I mean, he can go to the frozen yogurt place on his own.
Adam, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of a male adult predator that only preys on little girls?
No.
Me either.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to tell Lynette, hey, tell Matt, see if we can find a used shark cage. And I'm just going to put a shark cage in the living room. We'll go like Hannibal Lecter style. And I'll just put a shark cage in the middle of the living room.
Put on top of the pool table.
I'll just put them in the shark cage, and then I'll just feed them with a stick. And
finally, you're making some sense. I didn't think it would take. Usually for people, it doesn't take this long. But finally, you understand the shark cage might be the only way to keep these kids safe.
Yeah, tell Lynette we're going to take all the windows and doors out of the house and just stucco over
You haven't taken out the windows and doors yet?
No. There's a skylight.
Oh, my God. I'm going to pray for those kids.
Okay, thank you, Nancy.
So Rose McGowan, real afraid that he's going to hire a hitman to come kill her. And, by the way, witnesses testified during the trial that Weinstein hired private investigators to spy on McGowan and other accusers, so she's probably pretty paranoid.
Does Rose McGowan have a boyfriend? And if she does, how does that work? You know what I mean? Like, what is that like?
He must put up with a lot.
It's very understanding.
That is
It's very empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you do if you're Rose McGowan's boyfriend? Are you all...
You don't talk much.
But are you all hands on deck, or are you just sort of hanging back, nodding your head a lot? You know what I mean? Like, are you proactive? Are you with her? You know, when she's talking about...
Oh, I think you got to be supportive.
Well, yeah,
be supportive,
but you have to be you have to be the counterbalance. Two
That's
people,
what I'm
you're going
saying.
to go up in flames if the two of them are together, all crazy.
Right. So when she starts talking to me about a hitman, I can't run and start peeking through out the window, looking up the street and go,
No.
"Get down! I don't recognize that gardener's truck. I didn't see that there."
Yeah.
Right? You can't do that.
I'm sure everything's fine.
Oh yeah, just everything. Like you're just a big bucket of sand, right?
Yeah.
Like you're
malleable.
Your job is to do what baking soda does in a refrigerator.
Right.
Like I am going to just absorb all these crazy smells that are coming out of you and just hope to eliminate them just a bit. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Arm & Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Arm & Hammer?
That's right.
No, it's not
Maybe that's her boyfriend.
Right.
Well, Harvey...
What a scam the baking soda industry is.
Yeah.
Somebody went like... How much baking soda does the average American go through? Now,
a teaspoon
Two
a year?
teaspoons a year, yeah.
Right. So we're not going to move. Like, I understand you make toilet paper. All right. And people are going to go through a few rolls of Charmin. So the baking soda's like, look, the average American goes through a teaspoon a year. Right. And this thing comes in a brick that has 82 teaspoons in it.
Oh, we can start making deodorant.
What to do?
And
that's a crowded marketplace.
It's $1.29. So they're like, oh, I got an idea. Tell everyone they need it in the refrigerator, but it doesn't last that long.
Yeah, got to change
So just
it.
rip the top off, then put it in your fridge, leave it in there for 3 weeks, and then dump
Toss
it down
it
the
out.
drain so you can freshen your drain. So literally, just buy it, set it, throw it away, and then buy a new one.
Yeah.
Never even use it for baking anymore.
It's genius.
We'll
Did we
move a
pull it
lot
off?
more units. Oh. You can brush your teeth with it. Oh. That was a 70s thing. Like the toothpaste has fluoride in it, red dye number 7. Brush your teeth with baking soda. But the notion of just popping the top, put it in the fridge, let it sit there for a month, and then dump it down,
out.
just dump
Repeat.
it out.
It's genius.
You got to move more units.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rose.
I think I have a
last
box.
official boyfriend was a non-binary gender model, Rain Dove. Oh,
remember Rain Dove?
no, but
No.
this is
We've
good.
talked about Rain Dove.
God, look at his jugs.
This is that dude is hot. I like to get with that dude. I like to give that dude a good TFing, man.
I like to feel that dude's boobs.
Man, that dude looks hot in a sundress.
Actually, that dude does look kind of hot in a sundress.
Read it. I'm sorry, but yes, Rose McGowan's boyfriend. Is this on point or is this on point? Is a non-binary gender model?
This makes sense.
Yeah, it's perfect, right? It's not who's your last boyfriend? This Stan. He runs a truck driving school. Like
Jason
Works in a
Momoa.
power tool shop.
He does Makita, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Rigid. He'll do it all.
He does repairs.
Yeah, don't get him started on the DeWalt orbital sanders, though. Not a fan. Not a fan.
I'm going to have to hear it all night.
I
if you
made
bring
that
it up.
mistake once. Never again.
Wouldn't it be awesome if Rose McGowan just picked the most regular dude on the planet,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
made a boyfriend, and then just
Mail
shot
carrier.
the shit out of everybody all the time?
You're great.
Why does she... But here's the other thing, too. Why does she's funky enough. Why does she need funk on funk? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm a little salty. I want some sweet, you know, or some savory or something, you know?
But this is street cred. You're not street cred to her.
Far from it.
He's 28. He's 6'2".
They.
They.
They're
sorry.
28.
They are 28. But now, here, hence the beauty of this.
All of them?
We're talking about
three and a half.
We're talking about a couple, and then we're going. We're going they. We're talking about a couple. So awesome. Nice job. Fucking all woke. No joke, dickheads. All right. Anyway, sorry. What do we got?
So we talked a little bit the other day, just sort of wondering about the life of Georgina Chapman, that is Weinstein's now ex-wife, and kind of what her deal is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guess what?
Oh, I know.
Oh, you watch TMZ.
In between C-SPAN and
PBS.
and what's her
During
name?
the
Lamanpour, whatever her name is.
Christiane Amanpour.
Oh,
Yeah,
BBC.
yeah, I'll watch that. But once in a while, as I'm skating through,
Sure.
I'll pop over to TMZ.
And at just the right moment.
Just during the commercials, yeah. Adrian Brody.
They're dating?
Yeah. Page 6 says Georgina and Adrian have been dating since last fall. Sparks reportedly flew when they were both invited to Puerto Rico for the launch of model Helena Christensen's swimwear line last April. Georgina has 2 kids with Weinstein, swore off dating. But something about Adrian just won her over, apparently. Meanwhile, Weinstein...
I thought Adam Driver killed Adrian Brody. Took all his roles.
yeah, right.
Buried his corpse.
So on a side note, this exists, and I would love to ask Mark Garrigus about this. Weinstein has hired, apparently, a prison consultant. That person prepares him for what he's going to experience behind bars.
It's a Will Ferrell movie. Yeah.
Exactly. The former producer is sitting in Bellevue. We know that, sentenced on March 11th. Georgina, got between 15 and 20 million in the divorce settlement.
I wonder how much money he has left. Adrian Brody's...
Where's he been?
His parents love him
look at
dearly.
that.
His parents love him dearly. And I do know that
You raised them, right?
Yeah, here's how I know his parents. I know him for two. I know for 2 reasons. There's 2 incidents where I know why I know his parents love him so much. Before the Toyota celebrity race, we'd go to the children's hospital and visit all the kids, and everyone's walking around just visiting the kids, and Adrian's mom and dad were there with him.
Full stop.
And the mom had a camera out and was just photographing Adrian the entire time, which I thought, wow, that's a doting mom. Nobody else here's moms are here. And I think they were on the East Coast, too. And they came out.
Proud.
That's the one reason I know they love him very much. And then the second reason I know they love him very much and have a doting mom is during the race itself, when we went under full course caution, full course yellow, when you're going under a full course yellow, the rules on a full course yellow is everyone slows it down and there's absolutely no passing.
So that means somebody got crashed into something, or
There's a wreck, there's debris on sometimes it's horrible, sometimes it's not that much, but whatever it is, we're not racing anymore. And you can go at a decent clip, but there's absolutely no passing under the yellow because obviously if one guy's ahead of the other guy and they turn around the corner and he sees yellow and the one guy starts to back off and the other guy just goes around him, that's unfair to the guy who backed it off. So we're under a full course yellow and we're going down I think we're going down the straightaway shoreline, and Adrian was probably in 7th place. He just pulled off to the right, passed like 5 people, then slid back in. And I thought, his mama loves him. My mama didn't love me enough for to pass a bunch of people at the
that kind of self-esteem.
Full course yellow. Oh, there's a picture of him and his mom at the Toyota Grand Prix. Yeah, see, you got to have high self-esteem for that. I don't have enough for that. I can't pass a bunch of people. But I also wonder, as human beings, here's always my thought. Do you think the 7 people who are faster than you just forgot how to drive momentarily? Like, why are you pulling out and passing? How is this possible? You've been following everyone for 7 laps. These guys are all ahead of you. What is going on?
God has bestowed this gift on me.
You're all driving the exact same car. Yeah. How did the fast guys get slow all at the same time?
It's a fair question.
Ever curious? Like, those cars are all prepared the same. So it's like when you're on a straightaway, you'll be on a straightaway with that car, and that straightaway is 1.5 miles long, and it'll just be all of you 16 inches apart for the entire mile because they're all exactly the same pace. So if you're just breezing by people, something's up.
Yeah.
That should translate into something. I wish my mom loved me enough to pass on a full course yellow.
Little info about Adrian Brody, because Gina was like, where's he been? I was like, yeah, what the fuck has Adrian Brody been? I haven't seen that guy in a long time. So this is not obviously the whole story, but according to Wikipedia, he started producing movies, like starring and producing, executive producing movies in 2010. Since then, he's been in a number of movies. It looks like a dozen or 15. I recognize 2 of the titles. So I'm wondering who he's not a very good producer. Like the movies he's making aren't getting a lot of distribution or aren't making a splash, or they're just not good. I can't say. I can only say
you've
that
never heard of them, that says
you should
something.
hear of them.
not that's the end of not that that's the end all be all, but I hear of a lot of movies and I've only heard of 2.
I like him personally. He's a nice guy, and I wish a couple good luck. Seems like a good pair. Keep going.
In an interview with Charlemagne the God, who we've had on the show, the comedian Pete Davidson says his SNL castmates have no respect for him. Pete is promoting
I wonder what that's based on.
He might be right.
He's promoting his new Netflix
His cavalcade
special.
of unique characters that he brings out every week. His incredible writing.
Yeah.
It's funny when like someone has a revelation like this. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Well, can I say this about funny people? I think sometimes you can argue about things like design, architecture, even chefs cooking things, where you go, well, that guy's got a different approach to architecture, and some people really love it, and other people find it a little off-putting. Or, people look at a modern museum or modern art or something, and go, this guy's got a lot of fans. There's also a lot of people that don't get it or whatever. When it comes to comedy, like when you're doing comedy and there's a group, anyone's been in an improv troupe, everyone,
You know pretty
whenever you're at
quickly.
Acme, you know who the weak ones are. Like you immediately. It's not like, well, Vanessa does a different brand of comedy than we do over it. No, she's bad.
She butts.
Yeah, right. Not yes and.
Yeah.
So she is bad or he is bad or whatever, and it's not open for interpretation. When you do morning radio and there's a group of 6 or 7 people and there's somebody who comes in and contributes or whatever, your job is to know immediately. So it's like if this random group of people who you entered don't have respect for your comedic ability, it's not because they're
They just don't get it.
Yes, you're not displaying a lot of it, I'm guessing.
Well, I have 60 seconds from this interview where
Okay.
Pete addresses these issues, so we'll just let him talk about it.
Now, when it comes to being the butt of the jokes at SNL, why not just tell them they can't fucking joke on your personal life?
Because then, I'm a hypocrite. I can't tell. That's what they do. That's their show. If I'm just fodder now, though, maybe I shouldn't be there. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Have you expressed that?
Yeah. I've been I'm just I literally was just picture what it's like to be made fun of and then cut to immediately. And then try to gain the audience's, get them on your side without being look at this fucking idiot. You try to do that.
And so when you do come on Weekend Update, you kind of have no choice but to be self-deprecating, right?
Yeah, well, I gotta be. That's just my type of, humor. But also, you gotta be because they think I'm fucking dumb. I'm literally painted out to be this big, dumb idiot. Even all my sketches are just me being okay, sure. So it's just I have to.
So you've outgrown it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think everybody outgrows it. And I think for what I could do on the show, which is just barely anything, and it's just Weekend Update, I feel like I've done 30 of those. And I just feel I've done as much as I can over there. But happy to be there as long as Lauren likes me.
Bad Acoustics with Charlemagne the God. New episodes every Monday on iTunes.
It's an odd setup. The very stark, sparsely
linoleum
populated
floor.
I get that part, but hang a beach towel up somewhere. Would you? The acoustics at Dawson's over there had to throw up in their trash
Pretty
can.
boomy room. He had some high ceilings there. Yeah.
A lot of
Boomy in
windows.
the roomy. Nancy Grace,
Yes.
what if I was your groundlings teacher and I was trying to teach you the basics of improvisational comedy?
I'd love it, Adam. I'd love it.
All right. Well, I'll just we'll get a relationship. Let's get married couple. I'll be the husband.
Okay.
And you enter the bedroom. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
let's just stop down for a second.
Yeah.
Adam, or Mr. Carolla, since you are a teacher.
At the Groundlings, yes.
Right.
31 years, by the way.
Very good. Congratulations on your success. Why would you decide for our first improv scene together, our first improvisational scene, that we have some sort of an intimate relationship?
Husband, wife. They say
don't
pick
know
a relationship,
Out of all the relationships under the sun, there's client, attorney. There's predator, prey.
Right.
There's true crime novelist, true crime subject. And yet you immediately take me into your bedroom.
Okay. Well, maybe I was okay. Why don't I tell you what? Why don't we just be husband and wife will be in a jacuzzi?
Hold on, Adam. I don't think you're quite getting my point. You just went from something where I would have a full house coat on to something akin to a one-piece. Maybe a two-piece.
No, I see it more as a one-piecer, but... okay, well, I don't know. What do you want to do? Sauna?
Look, I'm
sex
here to
dungeon?
learn. Excuse me?
I'm open.
I'm here to learn the craft of improvisational acting. I'm here to bring the world joy and smiles through my comedy. And I don't know why you're making this something it doesn't have to be.
This is not yes and. You need yes and. All right, let's say
you're right. I'll start
we'll be in the entry hall.
Okay.
All right, you enter the house. Hi, honey.
Honey?
Oh.
Who the hell are you calling honey?
Shit. Okay, hold on. Let's just lights up for a second.
Yeah.
We're trying to do a scene. The scenes are predicated on yes and.
Yes, and
we're a
yes,
couple.
and I don't appreciate being called honey.
Well, but a husband-wife team. This is make-believe, right?
Don't deny.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Even the
I
people
want to know who exactly did you get a hold of to get me into this class so you could make believe that you are married and have an intimate sexual congress with me, Nancy Grace?
I talked to segment producer Tucker Carlson. He saw your last segment.
Oh, Tucker's such a gentleman.
But you were boo-hooing the Weinstein thing.
Wah.
Yeah, well, that's what... Okay, so the segment producer felt like you would get some benefit from taking some of these improvisation classes.
Okay, let's go again.
All right, knock on the door. Hey, you.
Hey, you. Hey, you. I have a name. I am a proud woman. I have a name. It was given to me at birth. It is Nancy, and I don't appreciate the way you have diminished my value by saying, hey, you.
Well, first off, okay, maybe we... Ken, can you come up here and we'll just do a herald? All right, I'll tell you what. Everyone, Nancy, it was good work. Let's all gather around in a circle. Pretend there's a giant manhole cover.
I'm sorry, a what?
A giant manhole cover. We're all going to lift.
I understand, because in order for something to work and for a group to be interested, it has to be called a manhole.
Should it be a person hole?
Okay. It's one of those.
It's called a they hole, Adam.
Okay, I don't want to be an they hole. Okay, it's a giant a metal lid that is put over the sewer access for theys and non-binary folks of all colors and persuasions to work on the sewer. Okay. So we all need to gather around it.
And by the way, did you hear that, everybody? Adam here, our teacher, thinks you're only fit to work in a sewer. I'm going to get my friend Gloria Allred on the phone. She might want to hear about this.
You know what, class? Let's just break. I'm going to go over to the Pete's Coffee across the street and kill myself. Nancy. I like more Nancy Grace doing Groundlings classes.
Great. Good.
All right, let's do one more.
All right, you got it. So, actor Hank Azaria. We already knew that they're going to curb the Apu business on The Simpsons, but now Hank has thoughts about it. He talked to the New York Times regarding his decision to stop voicing the character of Apu on The Simpsons, we were just talking about. And this is a quote. This is what he had to say.
A fan, by the way. People do the, they see the F-18s fly over the top of the Super Bowl and the fireworks go off, and they go, what a country. I hear us endlessly talking about zero problem issues, and I go, what a country. I love that. I love
single
that.
tear goes
I love
down
that.
your cheek.
Other countries are dealing with airborne diseases and ethnic cleansing. We got to sit down for a 55th interview with Hank about doing this character from the 90s. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this will be a game changer. Here we go.
He says, the character of Apu was done with love and pride and the best of intentions, but I started thinking if that character were the only representation of Jewish people in American culture 20 years ago, which was the case with Apu, I might not love that. He'll still do Mo, Chief Wiggum, Professor Fink. Some say Apu should stay, maybe just be voiced by a South Asian actor. Others say it's a cartoon. Every character in the cartoon is a caricature.
Yeah, they're all archetypes.
You find Abe the Aardvark. Find Max Zapata, Abe the Aardvark. I think it was from the Aardvark and the Ant.
Was that Jackie Gleason?
No, it was Jackie Mason.
Jackie Mason.
I
always
you meant
way more Jewish.
I know you
I
meant
meant
Jackie Mason. Yeah, they both love Florida, but that is...
Who screens these calls?
That's the Jewiest of all the Jews. All right, I'll give you a second to find that, Max Zapata. Oh, we have the Aardvark?
Yeah.
There's the Jewiest character ever.
You know, it takes 200,000 ants just to make a decent sandwich, and I'm having trouble with just one, and the day's half over.
Hey, you know, speaking of the day half over, I gotta get this pie back to my little pad before it spoils.
Okay, you asked for it. You try to talk nice to a guy, and he turns his back on you. So here goes.
All right. Anyway, that's the Jewish character of all time.
I like the laugh track for the sound for the cartoon.
Yeah. Live studio
so
audience.
Weird. I know. All right, bring it home, Gina Grad.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
The ones making a clown out of their asshole, or what?
Gina Grad. That was the news with Gina Grad.